Prophecy from the Village of Serbia. Accurate predictions of World War I, World War II, and identified the only place to escape World War III. Kremna is an ordinary small village in Serbia, where in the 19th century, there emerged remarkably accurate prophetic farmers, namely Milik Tarabic and his grandson Mitar Tarabic, both illiterate native peasants. Though they had never experienced any world wars in their lifetime, they accurately foresaw the First and Second World Wars, as well as prophesied the concern of our present day, World War III. They foresaw a strange disease that would disrupt the entire world, particularly pointing out that there is one unique place in the world to escape the ravages of war. The main characters of the Kremna prophecy are Milik Tarabic and his nephew. They possessed the extraordinary ability of clairvoyance, enabling them to foresee the fate of humanity in the future. Clairvoyance is an unusual ability, often referred to as the third eye by many. In the 1970s, the Central Intelligence Agency CIA of the United States recruited individuals with this ability and conducted remote viewing experiments for intelligence espionage, even exploring the universe. Ingo Swann was their first experimental subject. The CIA discovered that Swann, with only geographical coordinates, could see distant places and even provide maps of those locations. In February 1975, Swann participated in a top-secret plan to remote view the dark side of the moon. Using his clairvoyant ability, he saw something suspicious on the moon's dark side buildings and domed glass structures. As his consciousness entered one of the buildings, he began sweating profusely, claiming to see tall humanoid creatures inside. These beings sensed someone watching them and wanted to find out who it was, instilling fear in Swann. It's worth noting that clairvoyance indeed exists, varying in intensity from person to person, with some accidentally experiencing it while others can freely use it. Milik Tarabic and his grandson Mitar often unintentionally saw future events. Initially, Milik saw these visions without understanding their meaning and shared them with the villagers. Consequently, they were met with skepticism. It was only later that he realized his prophetic abilities, and later discovered that his grandson Mitar also possessed this gift. After Milik passed away, Mitar recognized the importance of recording these visions. Otherwise, their significance would be lost. He sought out the Serbian Orthodox priest Zaharai Zaharic and asked him to record everything Milik and he had seen until Mitar's death in 1899. This is the Kremna prophecy that people refer to. Perhaps because they were illiterate farmers, the Kremna prophecy is more direct and clear. The prophet said, after the king and queen are assassinated, the Karađorđević will seize power, then we will once again go to war with the Turks. For Orthodox countries will attack Turkey, our borders will be on the river Rhine, then we will finally conquer and avenge Kosovo. The actual situation is that in 1903, King Alexander and the queen were assassinated by their own guards. Petar Karađorđević became the ruler of Serbia. In 1912, the First Balkan War broke out. Four countries, Serbia, Greece, Bulgaria, Montenegro, waged war against Turkey. The Balkan Alliance achieved victory. Serbia extended its borders to the river Rhine. Serbia seized Kosovo from the hands of Turkey. It can be said to be completely coincident with the prophecy. The prophet also stated, not long after this war, another great war will come, and this war will shed a lot of blood. If that blood were a river, a 300 kilograms boulder would easily tumble along its flow. A mighty army will cross a river 3 times larger than ours and attack us. They will destroy everything in their path, they will advance deep into our territory, the difficult moment is approaching. Our army seems ready to give up, but suddenly, a clever man riding a black horse will take command, and shout loudly, forward to victory, my people, forward, brothers of Serbia. Our army will be invigorated, their fighting spirits soaring, and the enemy will be driven back across the large river on the other side. This is the prophecy after 1914, when the Austro-Hungarian Empire waged war against Serbia, and this conflict quickly escalated into World War I. Initially, Austria easily conquered the northern and central regions of Serbia. Mitar told Father Zaharic that in 1918, also the final year of World War I, the priest would pass away. The war would claim the lives of his 2 grandsons, one before his death, and one after. And later on, the events unfolded exactly as he had foretold. After World War II, the Kremna prophet accurately predicted conflicts between Yugoslavia and the Soviet Union, the establishment of the United Nations, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Afghan War, the Six-Day War between Israel and its Arab neighbors, the Lebanese Civil War in 1975, as well as the Iran-Iraq War, and the Iraq-Kuwait War. The prophet also foresaw the emergence of human technologies such as television, computers, oil drilling, and gold mining exploration. From the description in the prophecy, it can be seen that it is entirely a scene description, and it seems to be scenes that they see before their eyes. Even they do not know who the characters or events are, only can describe the physical characteristics and identifying features. Regarding World War III and the future of humanity, how does Milter describe it? The Kremna prophecy describes as follows: as the world begins to experience peace and prosperity after World War II, everything will turn into the illusion of suffering. Because many forget about God, they only worship the knowledge of humanity. Compared to God's intentions, what is the intellect of humanity? Just a drop in the ocean. The whole world will be afflicted by a strange disease, causing torment, and no one will find a cure. People will say, I know because I am educated, I am intelligent, but no one knows anything. People will ponder, but cannot find the exact cure. Because the method needs the help of the divine, only then they will find it. Humanity will go to another world to search, a desert where there is no life, yet God still forgives humanity. Humans think they know more than God. Humans will go to the moon and the stars in search of life, but they will not find life like ours. We also see that as humans know more, their love and care for each other diminishes. Hatred will grow to the point where they care more about various conveniences than their loved ones, said the prophet. In a distant country, there will appear a person who will teach humanity about love and compassion. However, around him, there will be many hypocrites, so he will face obstacles. These hypocrites have no desire to understand the true grace of humanity, but all their wisdom books and words will be recorded. People in the future will see how they have deceived themselves. Those who read and write electronically believe they know the most. The lives of these educated people are governed by their calculations. Among them, some are good, some are evil. The evil ones commit evil deeds, polluting the air, water, and spreading diseases across seas, rivers, and lands, causing sudden deaths due to various illnesses. The righteous and wise ones will see all efforts and struggles as worthless, capable only of causing world destruction. Therefore, they will not seek intelligence in electronic devices, but in meditation. When they meditate more, they will approach the intelligence of God, but it will be too late because the evil ones will have already wreaked havoc across the globe. Most people will begin to die, and then from the city, they will flee to the countryside, searching for the mountain with 3 holy crosses. There, they can breathe and drink water. Those who escape will save themselves and their families. The end of the world will only envelop one country, as large as our Europe. People there will settle down, without any worries. There will be no bomb exploding. Those who hide in the mountain with 3 crosses will be sheltered and saved. Their lives will be abundant, happy, and filled with love because there will be no more wars. It seems that the Kremna prophecy is referring to a chaotic era of the world today and pointing out that only belief in God can help people overcome adversity. Indeed, we have not been able to fully explain it yet. Many other prophecies around the world speak of the coming of saints who will guide humanity and of the final judgment day. We can only delve deeper and seek answers for ourselves. 900 years ago, the great Cardinal Malachi of Armagh left behind prophecies. After his time, there would be a total of 112 popes, and then the Great Judgment would come. What's particularly interesting is that the current Pope Francis is indeed the 112th person according to the prophecy. Malachi wrote 112 short phrases in Latin, each corresponding to a pope. In this prophecy, he didn't specify the name of the future pope but accurately described the characteristics of the elected pope. Because the prophecy bizarrely predicts only 112 popes, they immediately sealed it in a secret chamber of the Vatican. After 400 years, historian Arnold Wieden discovered this prophecy and published it to the public. Although the prophecies are quite cryptic, They are arranged in chronological order, and all 112 individuals correspond to the sequence. Cardinal Malachi predicted that after these 112 popes, humanity would witness the final judgment. So, what will happen during that judgment? What signs will precede the judgment day? Perhaps time will provide us with the answers. What do you think about this topic? Please leave your comments below to let everyone know. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest videos. Thank you for your attention and support. Now, goodbye and see you again.